Every year in July, for 1 week, I leave Utah for the sandy beaches of San Diego for San Diego Comic-Con. And this year I decided to take you along with me, so we're going to check out inside the convention center, just some things that I thought you'd like to take a look at, and we're going to look at all of the finds I picked up on my trip to San Diego. Well, most of them at least, but yeah, so let's get right into it. Let's look at some Comic-Con footage, look at some finds, and have a good time. Now, I only found one game within Comic-Con that wasn't just an absolute gouge. A lot of the video game sellers in the convention center are really price gougers, but there was one there that really piqued my interest that wasn't too much of a gouge, and that was Samurai Showdown 2. Now, I paid $49 for this, and the average price for it is $44, so I felt that that wasn't too bad, especially since it is in absolutely perfect condition. As you can see, the game cartridge is not in there. I have it in my Neo Geo Pocket right now, so we'll show you a little bit of gameplay from that, but the game box is in absolutely pristine condition. It is very sharp, very crisp, and it came with the manual. As you can see, there's your Neo Geo Pocket Color manual in full color, as the manuals are. Very nice, very crisp package, so I felt that $49 was a decent price for that. Now, outside of the convention center, I did go to a flea market on Sports Arena Boulevard, I believe, and I picked up a couple games there. The first game I picked up was Untold Legends. This is Brotherhood of the Blade. Now, this is a dungeon crawler on the PSP. This is one of the early PSP titles from 2005. That's a pretty fun game if you ever want a nice little Diablo clone on the go. Next, I got Medieval Resurrection. This is a fantastic game, and I believe that this is a remake of the Medieval on PlayStation 1. But either way, this is a fantastic medieval game, and one that I highly recommend. Both of those are complete in the box, by the way. Manuals, UMDs, and everything. The next thing I got was, of course, go to the beach, you can't forget beach volleyball. We got Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. It's a fun set of mini games. A lot of people don't like this game, but I think that it is charming in its own way. It includes the manual as well. So, all of those complete games. I also stopped by Luna Video Games in Ocean Beach. That's a great little video game store. If you ever make it into the San Diego area, you check out Luna Video Games. And I got 2 bootleg NES games. The first one I got was Exodus. This is the Moses video game from Wisdom Tree. Nice little Bible game. I sort of collect these. I think that this no, I still need Bible Buffet, and then I have all of the unlicensed Wisdom Tree games, and then we'll have a complete collection. I also got Captain Comic from Color Dreams. Now, this one's in pretty fantastic shape, probably because it's kind of a shitty game. Nobody probably bothered to play it, but there you go. Captain Comic. And those are all of my video game finds for Comic-Con 2014. So we're going to cut here, show you a little bit more Comic-Con footage, and yeah, then we'll check out some more stuff. Now, Comic-Con is famous for its swag, just shit that they hand out for free. I'm not going to go through all of my swag because there is just a metric shit ton of comics in there. But here is a piece right now, this Super Saiyan God hair that I'm wearing. But I am going to show you all of the figures that I picked up right now. First is a convention exclusive from, I believe this is from Entertainment Earth, yes. This is a Twilight Zone figure, Henry Bemis. This is from the episode, what was it? Time Enough at Last. This is the one where the world ends and he has time to finally read all of his books, but his glasses break at the end and it's simply unfair. As you can see, this is a wonderful little retro style figure. Kind of reminds me of a Star Wars Kenner figure. Next is not a convention exclusive, but I picked it up the second I saw it and bought it on impulse. It is a Persona half-age characters. I'm not exactly sure how many come in this pack, but it says 4+4 variations, so I think there might be all 4 of them in here. But as you can see, there's Chie, and we have Yukiko, as well as Nanako and Rise. So we'll check that out. Next, this was a convention exclusive. We got a 3-pack of small Godzilla figures. First is Godzilla 2004, Mechagodzilla, and Godzilla 2014. Check him out. I'll open all those up and show you a video of those right here. Oh, and here's a video of whatever was in the box for the Persona 4+4 pack. Isn't that fun? Alright, now this was not a convention exclusive, but as a huge fan of Spider-Man, I had to pick it up for the price. It is the Marvel Select Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure. This is a wonderful looking figure with a lot of different hands. He's got a little fireman's hat right there, one of my favorite scenes in the movie at the very end when he confronts the Rhino. And this is just a wonderful little Marvel Select figure. I absolutely adore Spider-Man. I buy just way too many Spider-Man figures, so I think this is probably the best one I have, so that's going to replace my Tobey Maguire one finally. Next, this is a convention exclusive. Godzilla bust. He is a bank, actually. Where's the... Yep, there's his coin slot. Maybe you can see it right there. This is a Godzilla bust from... I believe this is from Godzilla vs. Destroya, but you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. When Godzilla went supernova, when he had a meltdown in that film, he started to glow orange, and there we have it, an orange glowing Godzilla. And this last figure I got is also a convention exclusive, and the favorite one of the trip is Bloody Marv from Diamond Select as well, the same manufacturer as that Spider-Man figure. But this is Marv from Sin City, all bloodied up in his monochromatic glory. As you can see, it is numbered. This one is number 696 of 1300. So I got a very nice middle number there. Not early, not late, but the lower the number, the more collectible they are. I'm just gonna throw him up there on a shelf you can't see, but I will show you a picture of it up next to my Fact2 Heavy Metal 2000 figure, which is still in the box, that was that I received at last year's Comic-Con. So yeah, check them out. Aren't they cute together? now let's take a look at the graphic novels and larger publications that I found at Comic-Con. First off, we have Red Fog, which is a graphic novel about the Nazi invasion into Stalingrad, and how the Nazis all died in their sort of blitz into Stalingrad, and they are all reanimated as zombies. I don't really like zombie comics that much, but Nazis and zombies seem to mix just well enough for me to, you know, give them a read. Last year I picked up one it was just called Nazi Zombies, and it was fairly decent, so I haven't gotten a chance to read this one yet, but I am going to do that fairly soon. The art in it is pretty decent, and the cover is fairly badass. So, Red Fog. If you're into sort of alternate history, I guess that would be for you. The next thing I got is a hardcover copy of Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This is just an action fantasy sort of graphic novel with art by Bisley, one of my favorite artists. Bisley back there on that poster. So that was sort of to make up for Heavy Metal kind of having a crappy booth this year. I picked this up. Bisley's very associated with Heavy Metal, and they didn't do too well this year in my opinion. Next thing I got was something really fun. Satan's Three-Ring Circus of Hell from Asylum Press by Robert Stephen Ryan. As you can see, I got him to sign it right there. This is a wonderful Tales from the Crypt, sort of creepy, eerie stories style anthology graphic novel. They do a lot of those at Asylum, so if you're into that kind of thing, check this one out. This one's a little bit more edgy than that, of course, but yeah, I thought that this was a pretty good read, to tell you the truth. Pretty funny, and it's got some great art in it. Next, I picked up this funny little publication, Zombie Tramp, which is pretty much self-explanatory. I haven't got the chance to read it yet, but I'm sure I will love it. It's got some very unique art, very interesting color design, as you can see there. Again, I'm not too big of a fan of zombies, but if they can come up with a good enough premise to stick zombies in, you know, I'll check it out. Next, I got a manga. I'm not too into manga, but I picked this up. Senran Kagura, Volume 1. I'm a huge fan of the Senran Kagura games, so I picked this up, and I will tell you in the future if this is any good. I haven't had a chance to read through this one either. Okay, and the last thing I got at Comic-Con, this was actually the last item I purchased. It is a definitive guide to the works of Frazetta, who is a wonderful artist. He does a lot of the art for that you would associate with Conan the Barbarian and stuff like that. Very wonderful fantasy art. Very iconic. Let me see. Yeah. I love Frazetta's work. Frank Frazetta is basically my arc reactor. Yeah, this is a wonderful book. I've already read most of this. This has a little bit of history on the artist and a fairly complete guide on his works. So if you're a fan, check that out. And outside of Comic-Con, I bought one magazine that I saw at Galactic Comics, which is a wonderful comic book shop. I paid a little bit more than I should for this, but here it is. We have Heavy Metal, Summer 1986, with Morbus Gravis, which is a Druna story. Heavy Metals with Druna stories are kind of hard to find, but that is one of the stories that I would recommend. It's It's an erotic story, but this story line in it, the plot, is really trippy. I would love to have Druna be a centerpiece in an upcoming heavy metal film, but, you know, it would never happen. Alright, now let's check out a couple of these single issue comics I picked up. Do you like Aspen comics? Because at every con I go to, they always give out just shit tons of free comics. Check that out. This is not even half of what I picked up from them, but yeah, Aspen is a decent publisher. If you're into obscure indie shit, you'd like them. They have a lot of girl power comics. Yeah, check that out. Good art. They're, of all the indie publishers I know of, they're probably the ones with the most consistently good art. So if you're into Aspen, you want something to, or not if you're into Aspen, but if you're into indie comics or smaller publishers, check out Aspen. I probably got away with 18 to 20 issues there because they were giving away as many free issues as you can carry. And I just turned out I could carry 20 or so issues. But the issues that I bought, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to go through all of the individual series that I bought issues for. I like to buy 4 or 5 issues of series that I've never heard of at Comic-Con, and usually I get the rest of my comics from a comic shop. So I don't always pick up a lot of individual issues, but the ones I do are ones I've never heard of before. So first we got Satan Gone Wild from Asylum. Now most of the issues I got this year were from Asylum, so they are actually a very good publisher. This is the first one that I picked up from them. I read it and then went back and bought a shit ton more of their stuff. They are a fantastic publisher with fantastic writers and fantastic artists. I got this signed by the writer and artist on this. Yeah, this is a fantastic anthology similar to Satan's Three-Ring Circus. In fact, I believe some of the stories in this are in Satan's Three-Ring Circus of Hell. So, Satan Gone Wild, I picked up Chicken Soup for Satan. Same story here. It's got fantastic, just memorable art. I love the art style in this. Also from Asylum, I picked up a bunch of issues of Fearless Dawn. This is a great series. This is similar to Tank Girl, but it's a lot more structured. Most of these are one-shots. Fearless Dawn stars in a shit ton of one-shots that just tell their own story in one issue and they're over with. I love that in a comic book, especially one that I haven't read before. Also from Asylum Press, I picked up Warlash, which I have not read yet, but I got it signed. This just looks like a sci-fi action series. I picked up a couple issues of this. Warlash. And last from Asylum Press, I got this one for free, Black Powder. It's a pirate frontier... What are they? Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what this one is, but it's labeled as like frontier action, I believe. So, written by Dwayne Harris. Yeah, Black Powder. Check that out. And finally, from DC, I got the Comic-Con 2014 variant of Batman number 32. I don't read Batman, but I picked that up for my buddy who does, and just wanted to show it off. I love convention variants. So those are my comics. We're gonna let you go on some more footage of Comic-Con, and just say if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.